If I ask you your ideal body fat percentage, the lower the better, right? Well, I'm here to tell you why you should never get to single digit body fat. Obviously, I'm really into contradicting myself on this channel because I said before that everybody who trains hard should compete at some point, and to compete, you've got to be at single digit body fat levels. That's a given, it's a must, and I think it's a process that you should go through if you're really serious about your training. But if you have zero desire to step on stage, and you never will, don't get to single digit body fat. Now myself, being a competitive bodybuilder, I've got to single digit body fat levels multiple times, and I can tell you, it is not fun. Truth is, when you get to about 8%, 7% and below, it's going to impact your life in so many ways. First of all, the pretty obvious ones. Always being hungry, always being tired. This simply comes from not taking in sufficient calories to sustain a healthy weight. Basically, at this point, your body's going to prioritise certain processes in the body that it deems more important than others, i.e. keeping you alive, keeping your organs healthy, leaving just enough calories for you to survive, basically, meaning normal day-to-day tasks become so much harder. Plus, if that wasn't enough, it's going to have a massive impact on your sleep as well. Essentially here, your body's in survival mode. I know people hate that term, but bear with me. Your body's going to hardly want to go to sleep if it feels like it's already on death's door and it needs more calories to survive. That's its priority, getting more food in. So no matter how tired you are, you'll find that your sleep just won't be the same. You'll go to bed hungry, you'll wake up hungry, you might even be dreaming about food. I've told this story about certain contest preps that I've had, and it's usually the same dream. It's really weird. So I've often dreamed on prep towards the end when I'm really hungry, really low body fat, that I've gone out and eaten a whole bucket of KFC. Now usually when I've had this dream, I wake up and I panic and I'm like, oh my God, did I just eat a whole bucket of KFC? Have I ruined my diet? Have I ruined my contest prep? And then I realised it was just a dream. But that's how vivid these dreams can be and how much your body wants you to eat. Also, being on such a strict diet and having low energy is going to make you really grouchy, especially in social situations. You're not going to want to go out or be around people at all because, one, you probably don't have the energy to speak to them, and two, in those social situations like going out for a meal, going to the bar, family barbecue, you're not going to be able to eat the food that you want to eat, which is going to make you angry with the people who are eating what you want to eat. All in all, you're just not going to be a barrel of laughs to be around. Here's another big one, especially for me because I already have an autoimmune digestive disease, but it's going to mess up your digestion. Being on that low calories is just not going to get the probiotics, the nutrients that you need, or the fibre to have effective digestion, especially if the majority of your diet is coming from protein, which it probably will be if the goal is still to have a muscular physique by the end of it. So prepare to be going back and forth between constipation and diarrhea. Now there are a few good supplements you can use. You can use some fibre, you can use some probiotics, but at the end of the day, nothing beats real food and a healthy diet. Now the next problem you'll face is the cascade of hormonal issues that you'll run into being such low body fat. In a recent video, I mentioned that alcohol reduces the production of a hormone called leptin, which is essentially your body's satiety hormone. It tells you when you're full and that you've had enough to eat. But there is no bigger way to kill leptin than having a low calorie diet and having low body fat simultaneously. Which one means that you're always hungry, like we've already mentioned, but two is going to have a knock-on effect on a little hormone called testosterone. Now the natural production of testosterone in the body is going to be affected in different ways anyway. If your diet is low in dietary fat, that's going to have a big knock-on effect on testosterone because testosterone essentially is made from cholesterol. And secondly, like I said, if leptin is low, then testosterone is also going to be lowered even further. Now on top of being hungry and tired, low testosterone is going to mean low mood, low sex drive, less strength, and potentially muscle loss as well. Sound like a good deal? Hey, just wanted to jump on and say sorry the lighting got so bad at the end of this video. It's natural lighting. I'll do better next time. Hopefully it doesn't detract too much from the video and you still learn something. Thanks. So to put it in perspective, being 10% body fat and being 7% body fat is not going to look a hell of a lot different. Yeah, you will look considerably leaner and you'll be able to tell. And like I said, if you're stepping on a bodybuilding stage, you need to be around there. But the gap in the quality of life is actually massive. Another point is you'll always be thirsty, you'll always be dehydrated, and you'll always be pissing. Usually this is for a few reasons. Firstly, body fat holds water, so if you have low body fat, you'll have low body water levels as well. Secondly, carbohydrates help store water in the muscle. So if you have a low carbohydrate diet, again, less water in your body. And if you're hungry all the time, you're probably going to be drinking more just to subside that hunger between meals. And that results in a lot of urination. I'm someone who drinks a lot of water anyway, so when I'm really lean and I'm getting ready for a contest, it's common for me to drink like 10 litres a day. My record amount of times getting up for a wee during the night was 13 times. On top of already finding it hard to fall asleep, already finding it hard to stay asleep. That's not a fun time. Now my last point is one that's fairly subjective, but hear me out. You're just not going to look as good. Like I said, you need really low body fat to be a bodybuilder, but everyone knows it's not a particularly healthy look, it's not particularly pleasing to look at. It looks freaky. That's why we like it. I don't want to look like that year round. It's much more attractive to be about 10% body fat than it is to be about 8 or 7. But hey, who am I to tell you what to do? I'm just a bodybuilder, expert personal trainer and online coach. Now I'm not trying to put you off weight loss at all. For a man, typically 10 to 15% is where you're going to want to be in terms of body fat levels. If you need help getting there, go to themusclearchitect.com. That's what I do. I coach people. Fill out the consultation form, book in a call with me, and we'll go from there. You can also follow me on Instagram at _muscle architect. Like this video, watch my other videos, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.